Hello students, welcome all of you in the series of online classes, and our today's topic is hello children. After completing your Hero's formula, now I am again starting the video from the first chapter of your syllabus, that is number system. Children, about the number system you have learned many things in your previous class also. So I will explain here few basic things about the number system. Number system consists of mainly two parts. Number system, when we talk about the number system, it is of two parts, two types. One is real number and one is imaginary number. Imaginary number is not in your syllabus. You will read about it in your higher classes. But the real number is of again different types. That is natural number. Second, whole number. Third, integers. Fourth, rational number. And fifth, irrational number. Irrational number. Children, in your previous class, you have also read the real number, natural number, whole number, integers, and this some introduction about the rational numbers and irrational numbers. But now in this class, you have to learn in detail about the rational number and irrational number. So first we will consider the definition of rational number. What is rational number? Rational number, you may write a number in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers, but Q is not equal to 0. It is called rational number. And if there is no common factor of P and Q other than 1, then rational number P by Q is in the simplest form. It means that the rational number is such number which can be written in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers. But the condition is that Q, which is in denominator, is not equal to 0. Because when anything being divided by 0, when it will be not defined, or in which is not cannot be explained in the mathematics. So any number or anything which divided by 0 is termed as not defined, or we simply call it do not exist. So this is the condition of rational number. A number in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers, but q is not equal to 0, there is no common factor of p and q other than 1. When we find the common factor between p and q, then if their common factor is not other than 1, then we can say that the rational number p by q is in the simplest form or simple form of rational number. And if it has common factor other than 1, then it will be the equivalent form of rational number. It is not then said to be a simple form of a rational number. So this is the rational number. Now, example of rational number: all natural numbers are rational number, all whole numbers are rational number, all integers are rational number. These all are the examples of a rational number. Now coming to irrational number. Irrational number are those number which is not rational. Simply, when I told you what is irrational number, irrational number, then you can simply say that the number which cannot be written in the form of p by q is known as irrational number. The number which cannot be written in form of p by q is called irrational number. What is this? Irrational number. It means irrational number cannot be expressed in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. Generally, we take the example of irrational number are the number which is not perfect square root, like root 3, root 5, root 7, root 8 are the example of irrational number. Or the number whose perfect cube root is also not known are called irrational number. Cube root of 2, cube root of 3, cube root of 5, in this way. So this is the main basic difference between a rational number and irrational number. Now coming to the exercise of the chapter number system, which is your first chapter, and that's why I am again starting from the first chapter. So the exercise 1.1, exercise 1.1, let's see. Find is 0 a rational number? The first question is asking that 0 is a rational number. What will be your answer? Your answer will be yes, because 0 can be written as 0 by 1. So here p is 0, but q is not 0. So yes, you may write yes, 0 is a rational number. Rational number. The reason is what? 0 can be written as 0 by 1, and in 0 by 1 you can see that the value of p is 0, q is not equal to 0, which is satisfying the definition of a rational number. That's why we can say that 0 is a rational number. So this is the main thing. Now the question is that find 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. Second question. Second question, you have to find 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. Children, here 3 and 4 are two consecutive numbers, natural number, whole number, anything you can say. But 3 and 4 are consecutive numbers. And one thing you should keep in your mind, that between any two consecutive numbers, there are infinite number of rational number. So in these 3 and 4 also, there are infinite number of rational numbers is here. So children, there are different methods of finding the rational number between given any two numbers. Some method you have learned in your previous class also, that is adding the two numbers and dividing it by 2 or other, but in this class you are being introduced with a new technique of finding the rational number between the two given numbers. So I will explain that method. So the solution of this question is what? We have to find 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. So when two numbers are given, then you assume a smaller number as x and larger number as y. So here let x equals to 3 and y equals to 4. And how much number is to find? That will be n equals to 6. What I told? First you assume the smaller of the two given numbers between which you are supposed to find the rational numbers. The smaller number is assumed as x. So, and larger number assumed as y. And the how much number is to find? How much number is to find? That will be the value of n. Then there is a formula for d equals to y minus x by n plus 1. Now put off the value x, y and n to find the d. So here y is 4 minus 3 by 6 plus 1, that is 1 by 7. Now you got the value of d, which is 1 by 7. Now the 6 rational numbers between x and y are, what will be the 6 rational numbers? Your first rational number will be x plus d, x plus 2d, x plus 3d, x plus 4d, and x plus 5d, and so on. How much numbers is to find? We proceed in this way. So our first number will be x plus d, second number will be x plus 2d, third number will be x plus 3d, fourth number will be x plus 4d, and fifth number will be x plus 5d. Now putting the value of x and d, we can find the rational numbers. So here the first x is 3 and d was 1 by 7. So 3 plus 1 by 7, 3 plus 2 by 7, 3 plus 3 by 7, 3 plus 4 by 7, and 3 plus 5 by 7. Just you add them. No, 5 rational numbers are only 6. So we add one more, x plus 6d. So it will be 3 plus 6 by 7 also. Now add it all together. So 7 3s are 21 plus 1 by 7, 21 plus 2 by 7, 21 plus 3 by 7, 21 plus 4 by 7, 21 plus 5 by 7, 21 plus 6 by 7. So when you add it all, then you will have 22 by 7, 23 by 7, 24 by 7, 25 by 7, 26 by 7, 27 by 7 are the 6 numbers, rational numbers between 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. So this is the method by which you are supposed to find the rational number between any two given numbers. What we have done, I told you earlier that first you assume the smaller number as x, larger number as y, and n is the number. How many numbers is to find? Here in this question, we are to find 6 rational numbers. So here the value of n is 6. Now you apply the formula of d. D equals to y minus x by n plus 1. That is equal to y equals to 4 minus 3 by 6 plus 1, which is 1 by 7. Now the 6 rational numbers between x and y are x plus d, x plus 2d, x plus 3d, x plus 4d, x plus 5d, x plus 6d. So put the value of x and d. So it will be 3 plus 1 by 7, 3 plus 2 into 1 by 7 will be 2 by 7, 3 plus 3 by 7, 3 plus 4 by 7, 3 plus 5 by 7, 3 plus 6 by 7. Now taking LCM and adding these two, so it will be 21 plus 1 by 7, 21 plus 2 by 7, 21 plus 3 by 7, 21 plus 4 by 7, 21 plus 5 by 7, 21 plus 6 by 7. Now adding it all together, it will be 22 by 7, 21 plus 2, 23 by 7, 24 by 7, 25 by 7, 26 by 7, 27 by 7. And in this way, we got all the 6 rational numbers lying between 3 and 4. These all numbers must lie between the numbers 3 and 4. So in this way, children, you have to find the rational numbers between the two given rational numbers. Now the second question, third question, obviously the third question. So I am not going to solve this, you have to do by yourself. You need to find 5 rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. And you need to 5 rational numbers. You have to find 5 rational numbers. So children, for solving this, you just follow the same rule, same pattern. Here, first you have to compare between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5, which one of these two is a smaller. If one is recognized as a smaller, then other will be larger. So when we observe, then we see that the denominator of both numbers are 5 and the numerator 3 is a smaller than numerator 4. So obviously this 3 by 5 is a smaller. So you assume as x and this will be y. And you have to find the 5 numbers. So here n equals to 5. Now substitute these all things on this formula. D equals to y minus x by n plus 1. On putting it, you will putting the value of x, y and n, you will get the value of d. After getting the value of d, you need to find 6 rational numbers between x and y. So 5 rational numbers here, because here n is 5. So just you write 5 rational numbers between x and y will be x plus d, x plus 2d, x plus 3d, x plus 4d and x plus 5d. Now just you put the value of x and d, and after simplifying it, you can solve, you can get the 5 required rational numbers which lies between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. So this is for you to solve it, and you must all of you solve it. So this is your work. Now the question number 4, which is the question saying true or false. Question 4 is state whether the following statements are true or false. Give reasons for your answers. You have to write whether the statement is true or false. And if it is false, then you have to give reasons also. The first question is what? The first question is, every natural number is a whole number. Every natural number is a whole number. Whole number starts from 0 and ends up to infinite. And natural numbers starts with 1 and ends up to infinite. So in the group of whole numbers, every natural numbers will come. So this statement is correct, that every natural number is a whole number. Now second question is, every integer is a whole number. This is false, because integer contains negative signs also, negative values also. -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 up to infinite, all are integers. Integers contain positive numbers, negative numbers, including 0 also. But whole numbers contains only 0 and positive number. So this statement is wrong, that every integer is a whole number. Now the third statement is, every rational number is a whole number. Every rational number is a whole number. This statement is also false, because rational number may be negative also. It is not necessary that rational number is always positive. So in these aspects, only first statement was correct and the second and third both statements was false, and I have explained to you the reason also. So just by doing it, your this first exercise of exercise 1.1 is completed. Now I hope that all of you have understand and try to solve it in your notebook. Okay, thank you.